to it, which is, you know, explaining some nuance or something that happened in the story and giving it a little bit more context. So I like that a lot. It does get busy though. Oh, I should also let you guys know, just because you're here, we are on YouTube, streaming on YouTube right now too. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And it's the camera that's behind me, so you can see all my computers and.
People just watch you work.
Yep, and I'll chat. And I'll chat with them, and you know.
No, I'm just like really impressed with like to think of all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Wilson, David, hello. Hey, David.
You won't see it anywhere else over here, really. Who came up with the idea?
The desk? That was Mike. Yeah, yeah. But the original thought of it, the original thing we tried with it was a whole half-hour show. And it was Mark and I, and we did it out on the newsroom, and it was called Just In Live. That was the pilot that we shot. Yeah. And then we separated it out, and, you know, Mark does it in the morning, now I do it at night.
The Defense Department releasing video of the moment it says a U.S. submarine sank an Iranian warship in the
Nice meeting you.
as the U.S. intensifies its military campaign against Iran. American forces have struck more than 2,000 targets, destroying hundreds and hundreds of ballistic missiles, launchers, and drones. At a Pentagon briefing Wednesday, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said the U.S. and Israeli air forces will soon have complete control of Iranian airspace.
Hello.
Hi, Mikey.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
YouTube is here.
All right.
Missiles and defense industrial base of the Iranian military, finding and fixing their leaders and their military leaders.
Secretary Hegseth said the U.S. military is just getting started with more bombers on the way.
Taking America to war in Iran was done by President Trump without meaningfully consulting the American people or Congress.
You don't have to authorize military operations. They can go on as long as the president wants them to go on until you cut off funding.
The Pentagon also releasing photos of 4 of the 6 service members killed in an Iranian strike on a U.S. operations center in Kuwait.
To the families of our fallen, we grieve with you today.
And at the White House, before diving into energy talks, President Trump addressing the growing tensions abroad, speaking briefly to reporters about the ongoing conflict in Iran.
This is very important, and we're doing very well on the war front, to put it mildly, I would say. Somebody said on the scale of 10, where would you rate it? I said about a 15. And we're going to continue to do well. We're the greatest military in the world by far.
Now, coming up here at 4:30 on CBS LA, I met up with this local Iranian-American businessman and community leader who is speaking out against the U.S.-Israel war in Iran, despite his own efforts to overthrow the regime decades ago. That's at 4:30. We'll see you then, Juan.
Okay, we'll see you at 4:30, Jazz. Thank you. Well, across the region, commercial jets are grounded. The State Department says there are around 1 million Americans stranded at the hour. CBS News spoke with one woman. She's stuck in Dubai with no clear way of getting out, and another who is 23 weeks pregnant and had just arrived in Israel for a visit. To leave there, she took a train for 7 hours, then a bus to Egypt, then a flight to Athens, Greece, then Munich, and finally she made it to Chicago. President Trump acknowledged the repatriation hasn't been smooth.
Well, because it happened all very quickly.
A little tough when you sort of hear that the government is kind of like, nope, there's nothing.
So why not just wait until the missiles end and stay in a safe place?
I don't know how long this is going to go on for. There's such a lack of clarity.
Scary too, right? Secretary of State Marco Rubio has said that the U.S. is going to start organizing charter flights to get people home. White House officials said as of this morning, they have identified about 1,600 Americans asking to come home. But since it's an active conflict zone still, it's going to take time to coordinate. Breaking news now in Santa Monica, where 2 Tesla Cybertrucks caught fire.
That's Michelle live overhead in Sky Tower delivers for its stats.
Well, Amy, this was a fire that was very visible from across Santa Monica on top of this parking structure, which looks like a Tesla storage facility here off of Colorado Boulevard and Cloverfield. Now, you can see the fire department here, Santa Monica Fire, they have the fire knocked down for now, but we know how this can be when we're talking about lithium-ion batteries. They're going to have to stay here and pour a lot of water to keep those batteries cool and make sure that they cannot reignite and start another kind of runaway chain reaction. So hopefully they will be able to get this under control. No reports of any injuries. You can see it was just those 2 Cybertrucks that were affected, no other vehicles here. But definitely the fire was catching people's attention here on top of this parking structure in the middle of Santa Monica. Live from Sky Tower overhead, I'm Desmond Shaw. Back to the studio.
All right, Des, thank you. And we have even more breaking news. A jury in the wrongful death lawsuit against political donor Ed Buck awarded $2 million to the mother of a man found dead in his apartment 9 years ago. Buck is in prison, convicted in the 2021 overdose deaths of 2 men. The civil suit was filed by the mother of one of those men, Jamel Moore, who died in Buck's West Hollywood apartment. Took the jury just 1 day to reach the award.
Major sting at several locations in Carson today, all in connection with an elder abuse and fraud investigation. LA County Sheriff's deputies served search warrants at an assisted living facility for seniors, as well as another property nearby. The Sheriff's Department said they got a call last month connected to these properties and rescued 4 elderly patients. Today they say they rescued 7 more people after getting more information. They also arrested 2 people.
Oh, wild chase ends in a violent crash in downtown LA. The dangerous moment was all caught on camera at Center and Alameda Streets. Well, you could see that suspect driving up and down Alameda Street trying to get away, but instead he slammed into a patrol car, then got out of his car and surrendered. He and 2 police officers suffered injuries. They were all taken to the hospital. Police say the suspect was involved in an argument that led to a shooting outside a nearby produce market all before the chase began.
We have an update to a crash that killed a young child in Long Beach on Monday. Today the DA's office charging the driver with murder.
Assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk to explain why the charge has been upgraded.
Yeah, you know, Juan and Amy, yesterday we had told you that he was arrested on several charges, including driving under the influence and vehicular manslaughter. But today, when the DA filed the charges officially, they added murder onto the case. We'll show you some video here. The toddler, the nearly 2-year-old little girl, was hit as she, a 12-year-old girl, and a woman, an adult woman, were walking along the sidewalk and struck by this car, this person allegedly under the influence. Now, why the murder charge in this case? Well, I have dug through court records and learned this man has a previous DUI conviction from 2015. Under California law, if you are already convicted once of a DUI, you are then eligible to be charged with murder if the next time you are allegedly under the influence, you kill somebody. That is exactly what is being alleged here. The DA's office also alleges prior convictions of this man on other types, saying that he'd already been previously on parole. They also allege that he used his car as a deadly weapon. In addition to the murder charge, they've got vehicular manslaughter as well as a battery charge on this case too. Now, we do know tonight that he is being held without bail. He's being held in an LA County jail. He is supposed to be making a court appearance maybe at this moment. It was supposed to be this afternoon. We were waiting on an update to figure out how he pleads and if he will be staying in jail. But for now, the DA's office has charged him with murder. Court records we have looked through say that he has already once been convicted of driving under the influence back in 2015.
All right, Mike, thank you for that. Well, the city of San Bernardino has seen a rise in bus crashes, but officials claim it's not their fault.
Other drivers drivers are allegedly breaking the law, leading to an increase in accidents. CBS LA's Zach Boetta with the plan to crack down by putting officers on the bus.
YouTube, I didn't forget about you. Hang on. David, hello. Omar, hi. CC, hi. Okay, wait. I want to know, did you see the ending of the Standoff and Santa Clarita today? I saw that we covered it, Wilson. I haven't actually looked at it yet. Hi, Carrie. Thank you for that. Mike, your mic is breaking up. What do you mean? I think this mic, like, here, let me move it down a little bit. For some reason, when it goes through YouTube, I think it's getting overmodulated, and you guys are hearing popping when I talk, so that might be what it is. I do have a question, though. How many people are actually from Southern California that are watching? Because I feel like, Cece, didn't you tell me yesterday you're on the East Coast?
As well as texting and driving is both one for the violation, but also to bring the awareness to the drivers on the E3 corridor, so they are and make sure that they aren't putting themselves in danger and other people in their community in danger.
Omnitrans officials say it's not only violations, but crashes and collisions that these types of collaborations are trying to prevent.
A lot of people misunderstand the use of our dedicated lanes to our bus rapid transit system, and unfortunately we have collisions, we have accidents, we have those traffic violations on our system that are leading to risky situations.
Back in January, a similar operation with officers on Omnitrans buses resulted in 47 citations and 1 DUI arrest. Both agencies hope these types of efforts can continue to make roads safer for the community.
The larger message is always going to be safety. It's between safety that we want to put out there for the police department and safety for the Omnitrans bus drivers and the passengers on the Omnitrans buses.
David's in Bell Gardens. Chris is watching you from Mountain Time Zone, so somewhere over there. Omar's in La Mirada. Joe's in the Valley. Hi, Mike. What is Desmond doing today? He was just over. Let's see. You guys can't see him over there. But okay, wait. Actually, hang on. I'm getting behind. Let me get back to you. I forgot to cut this video for my next hit. Sorry.
And when he's not here, I wonder where he is, how he's doing, if he's been picked up by ICE.
Tough decision for a beloved street vendor caught between the life he built and the fear of losing it all.
Hello? Cece, you're watching from New York. Nice. Cece's watching from New York.
Hi, Cece.
Christopher will only disclose that he's in the Mountain Time Zone. So, Arizona, Utah,
It's not central, it's mountain.
Colorado. Yeah.
From wherever you're watching this thing.
This is Mike. Andres, I'm good. How are you? Yeah, no worries. I was just going to tell you guys, I finally got a hold of them and got the information I needed, so I appreciate it. So it was a second toddler. Okay. For sure. Because there's video of them getting loaded up into an ambulance, and I was like, that toddler looked conscious, alert, and all of that. So that's what threw me off for a second. So that makes sense that it is a second toddler. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Andres. I appreciate it. You too. Bye. Hi. I just talked to Long Beach. It is a second toddler. So, but not involved in the crash. The other, it apparently had been in the area and may have been distressed or something to that effect. So while the firefighters were there, they checked him out and took him to the hospital. But he wasn't hit by the car. Yeah. So I don't know that he didn't get into the full circumstances of it with me, but essentially the toddler was like in the area and may have been suffering from some sort of medical condition somehow. And so the fire department.
No, it was like, it was in the position, it was just the interview, not us in it.
No. There were two toddlers. Okay, so the video that we have of the toddler in the ambulance, that's no, it's the same scene, but it's a separate toddler. It's not the toddler that died.
A viewer alerting us that someone is shooting alley cams with a BB gun in South.
Yeah, we've never used it, which is good. Positive. Yeah, no, I mean we've been using on scene, but I'd never used that shot of the kid getting loaded into the ambulance. Yeah. And it was just it was the same scene. It's probably the same family, but it was just but that child was not struck by the car, but for one reason or another needed to be evaluated by the fire department.
Neighbors here say Albert the
Correct.
is the latest victim.
Yeah. Okay. All right, bye. Cece, you are supposed to be hearing the call, or it's okay if you are. Just kind of how we process through things and scenes and what information we need to learn. For example, the story that I was just talking about, unfortunately, tragic scene on Monday where a car hit 3 people that were on a sidewalk, a mother, a 12-year-old little girl, and a 2-month-old, a 20-month-old little toddler. And unfortunately, the 20-month-old toddler was killed, but we had independent videographers. They're called stringers. There's people that we pay for things. I'm sure you guys have heard of that term before. Who sent us some video, and in the video you could see a toddler being loaded into the ambulance, but the toddler looked fine. They were alert, they were conscious, and all of those things. So it confused us because we had never heard a mention of an additional toddler. So we were trying to figure out if the toddler that we had video of was the toddler that ultimately died. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
Yep. But it ended up being a separate kid, a separate toddler who was not injured in the crash, but for whatever reason needed to be medically evaluated by the fire department. So that's the video that we had. So we're trying to sort all that out because we certainly don't want to put video of a child at all on TV, really, but especially one that we thought may have died but didn't, and it was a whole thing. So that's what we were doing.
Friends of Normie estimates there's about 1 million stray and feral cats in Los Angeles. They say fosters are desperately needed to keep these cats safe and off the streets. Reporting in South LA, Lauren Posen, CBS LA.
Thanks, Vin.
We did ask the city for comment and were referred to the county. We also tried animal services and are still waiting to hear back.
Right, none of this. The head of the LA Department of Water and Power is resigning after nearly 2 years of post.
CBS LA is having editor Mike Rogers is at the desk, and Mike, Janice Quinones' appointment to the DWP, it was controversial from the start.
Controversial from the start, and it was because of the salary that Quinones was going to get as the DWP's head. It was significantly higher than her predecessor and higher than any other city employee. $757,000 was her base salary every year, and about less than 2 years into the job, she is now resigning. The DWP and the mayor's office say she is returning to Puerto Rico, where she is originally from, and will help with the electrical grid system over there. We know that they have struggled with that for several years. But her tenure here, the mayor's office is touting all of the accomplishments she made, but it also was not without controversy, especially during the Palisades fire with the lack of water in the Pacific Palisades, the reservoir that was an issue up in Santa Ynez Reservoir area, all of those things. Now, the DWP, the city says the mayor will appoint an interim head of the department very soon. And then, of course, when she makes a final selection, that will then have to be confirmed by the city council. But again, the appointment of Quinones was controversial from the beginning because of the increased salary. The mayor defended it at the time, saying we needed to get qualified people in here, and the private sector on the electrical side pays a lot more than the public sector. Remember, LADWP is a city-owned utility where most others, SoCal Edison, PG&E up in Northern California, are investor-owned, and so the heads of those make a lot of money. That is what the mayor said she needed to justify that high salary price tag down here. We'll see what the next head of the DWP will make. Guys?
Changes are coming.
Yep.
Okay, Mike, thank you. Much cooler day today, and it's time to brace for the return of Santa and
As the next weather alert for later in the week.
So, yeah, Christopher, the second toddler's fine. They apparently just had some medical issue that needed to be evaluated, but they're totally okay, and they were not hit by the car. But that's what threw us off, is what we're trying to sort out. Andrew Desmond is not up anymore. He just landed. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. I get very distracted. Sorry, guys. Hey. Okay. Why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me this? Oh, is it? I can't even find your email now. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. It's related to. Okay. Would you rather do? I'm fine to do that if you want me to, but would you rather do the Carson fraud thing there? Just since we don't have any video of it actually being torn down. I'm fine either way. If you want me to stick with this, I can. But remind me, so this is Andrew Doe, who, did he ever get charged? Okay. And so it was, okay.
All right, Marina, thanks so much. Well, coming up, a local street vendor forced to make a painful choice.
Yeah, and I'm fine either way. So, just trying to see.
Plus, we're 100 days away now from the
See, Michelle did a story in February 2025, but I think that was an exciting story, not a. What city is it in?
I bet they were going to send somebody to you.
Well, after I send it in, then we'll make an appointment if somebody comes in.
That's our story? Oh, okay.
Pretty wide. It's like supposed to be like a picture window. The side ones are fine.
Middle one, yeah, that's.
So today they tore down the old one with a promise. Right, and they're going to build a new one? November, what was the date? Let's just see if we went to the presser.
That's really good.
Oh, here it is. Fountain Valley, Vietnam War Memorial costs attached. Set up for Monday. Well, it looks like, did we assign her to it? Yeah, it looks like we assigned Michelle to it. November 10th, FV Vietnam. Perfect. Why can I not find? I found like one like setup VO from the 8, but I can't find. Oh, I think we moved her. That's why. November 10th, she ended up on Highway 330, vehicle overturned. What was it? Slot? Oh, 6 p.m. Oh, there it is. It was at 6, you said? I forgot I was on the KCAL side still.
His bouquets have been a staple of LA for years, but now with a familiar face, he's saying goodbye.
CBS LA's Lucilia Caballero shows us the reality of one street
Well,
vendor.
that day, she ended up doing some overturned car on the 330. Excuse me.
Across northeast Los Angeles. We will only call him Porfirio. He's worried about being targeted by immigration officials for speaking out, but tells us selling flowers in northeast Los Angeles
Oh, yeah.
has been his livelihood for years.
So, okay, so I mean, we've got that, but we haven't confirmed that they were tearing it down today.
In Mexico.
Yo he venido para un sueño, para tener algo allá en México.
He's familiar.
Perfect.
Began to feel less of the work.
Is there anything in the board? Let me look.
Among undocumented workers across the region.
He brings life to our communities. He always has the most beautiful flowers they brought in our home.
Reina Mejia Knott says Porfirio is a part of the fabric that makes
I'm not,
this
sorry,
community vibrant.
I'm on YouTube as well. I'm not falling asleep, David. I'm just yawning.
And when he's not here, I wonder where he is, how he's doing, if he's been picked up by ICE.
So rather than risk being
There's no wire either.
barred from returning, Porfirio says he's made the painful choice to leave voluntarily.
And Jose said that
I mean, if Michelle has info, I can call her.
you decided that you're going to go back to Mexico.
Hoping that by returning to Mexico on his own, he'll have a future opportunity to apply for a work visa once again and legally re-enter the United States. But he isn't
Yeah.
alone.
It's helping one vendor at a time, whatever.
Hang on one second.
Who founded the organization Helping One Vendor at a Time has been stepping in to support workers facing these impossible choices.
It's really heartbreaking to see how much our communities are being affected.
When she
me check your top line.
Porfirio's decision, she launched a fundraiser
Tengo dinero para usted.
to cover travel expenses and to support him.
Okay, let me know. All right, bye.
He was living the American dream here. There wasn't the opportunities that he came here to seek. And so, unfortunately, we have
Watching from France.
Porfirio loads his bags to head to Mexico. He says he's ready. Ready to go home.
Bonjour. Desmond's on the ground. He's at Van Nuys Airport right now.
Lucelia Caballero, CBS LA.
Coming up next here at 4:30, a community divided as strikes continue in the Northeast.
We kill our biggest enemy, the head of the state response of terrorism. So we eliminate the family. Why not we are not to get to the city and leave?
Well, a political refugee who fled Iran and started a new life here in LA explains his mixed emotions about the war.
Plus, keeping Hollywood home, a big win for local film and TV workers today. The city council vote that could help restore
Thanks,
their
informant. Appreciate you. Hello, Maine.
Commercial. That's okay. And this, we're going to commercial. It's not terrible.
Well, at 8, it's a secret, remember?
Yeah.
CC Wilson was here first. Her and I think David. Yeah. Andrew, give me 2 seconds. I'll tell you what we got for 5. I'll look at the rundown. Well, you're always welcome.
CBSLA at 4.
Ruse Bay Farihanipur, who has lived here in Los Angeles for decades with his family, his wife, his son, has continued to fight for democratic reform in Iran, but he is speaking out now as he is increasingly worried about this war entering a more dangerous and deadly phase. Inside his restaurant in Los Angeles' Westwood neighborhood, Iranian-American businessman and community leader Ruse Bay Farihanipur is still celebrating a moment he waited decades to see.
Happiest moment of my life, that's the time we heard the Khamenei got killed.
He raised a glass after the reported death of Iran's longtime ruler, Ali Khamenei. Born in Tehran in 1971, Farihanipur emerged as a political activist and leader during the Iran student protests of 1999, demanding greater freedom.
Wilson, where are you seeing that? Oh, I think I see it. Hey, we got a pursuit in Rialto. Rialto. I got 40 Kings overhead. I'll email and get the one if you want to get them going. Looks like someone else is headed that way too.
But at the same time, entire life, I was activist against the war. I don't like any.
Yeah, it's in San Bernardino.
I don't like American service members.
I don't know yet.
I don't want to see American troops. They have boots on the ground other side of the road.
As the deadly conflict in Iran intensifies and spreads, Farihanipur wants the U.S. and Israel to end the attacks. He says he hopes the moment will open the door to change inside Iran, not more violence.
Right now is the best time to declare the victory and let the regime struggle with the people who are
Hey.
angry to death because of the
I see it on the radar. The 240 King helicopters that are over it, and then hang on one second. Hang on one second, sorry. I think here, let me call you back.
All right, Justin, thank you for that. Well, film and TV workers pack LAC Hall today to celebrate the passage of the first of 7 motions to restore the city as the capital of the motion picture industry.
Hey.
All right, congratulations, everybody.
In a 13-0
Okay, cool.
unanimous vote, the council passed phase 1 of the Keep Hollywood Home initiative. The measure would streamline the permitting process, reduce fees, and
Okay, let me call you right back. Bye bye.
That have really hurt film production right here in Los Angeles.
We built this industry, our workers and our creators and our investors
Hey there, it's Mike at CBS. How are you?
in this city.
Hey, are you guys involved in this pursuit that's on the 10?
And the phase 2 motions, which focus on more
Okay, cool. Thank you.
and large-scale
Bye.
reforms.
It's Colton PD. It's a burgundy Toyota.
In 100 days, the first World Cup match kicks off right here in Los Angeles.
Hey.
Metro is marking the milestone
Okay, yeah.
by announcing a
They're referencing it on the beige.
help soccer fans get to and from SoFi
On the beige. They're not in it, but they've been notified.
from various rail stations.
Their CHP is not in it. It's Colton PD, but
Have enlisted their
well now it's on the 10. But yeah.
park at
Okay.
various rail and transit locations take Metro to the game for the regular round-trip price, $3.50. There will be multilingual ambassadors at each one of those locations, helping direct people who are not used to taking public transportation.
Well, baseball stars are scattered across the globe right now with the World Baseball Classic set to begin tonight.
Let's go ahead and check in with Jim Hill, joining us now with how the teams are getting ready for the tournament. Jim?
I'll put a call out to Colton. Sorry, one more time, OG. Yeah, westbound 10. I'm going to call Colton. Hey there, it's Mike at CBS LA. How are you? Hey, is Watch Commander around? Just trying to see what the want is on the car you're chasing. Thanks, appreciate it.
We've had the success that we've had because of our clubhouse and the culture that we have. We just have a group of guys that always enjoys being around each other. So, we're playing for each other. We're doing it all, because we love being with each other. We love going to battle and competing. So I think as long as we stay focused on that, staying focused on having that cohesive team, I think the rest takes care of itself.
Okay, let me know when you're ready. 818-655-2299. Mike with CBS. And you can't tell me what the want is? Okay. Are you chasing more than one? It was apparently a pursuit you guys started that's westbound 10, 40 Kings overhead. There's some... Oh, do you know who's chasing it? Okay. Okay, no worries, thanks. All right, bye. All right, CHP is wrong. She says, Colton says it's not them. She knows it's happening, but doesn't know who it is, but it's not Colton. Chopper, it was westbound 10. It just exited Sierra in Fontana, southbound Sierra from the 10. We originally advised this was Colton PD. Colton PD says it's actually not them. They know it's happening, but they don't know who it is. 40 King is overhead, working on a want. I did email San Bernardino Sheriff too, just to see if they'll tell me whose it is.
All right, Jim, thank you.
Looks like they're back eastbound Slover.
Ambushed at a doorstep.
Copy, I'll call Gray.
On camera may have saved the life of a deputy. The heart-stopping moments he suddenly came under fire.
Plus, pet vaccine skepticism, how doctors say hesitating to get shots for your furry loved ones can actually put them and you at risk. Are we on our way to a pursuit?
But it's far. I don't think it'll be before the end of the 4. It's in, it was coming westbound towards us, but now it's eastbound away from us in like Fontana. Copy. Yeah, he's now eastbound Slover after going southbound Sierra.
Oh, yeah.
special reopening for Duke's in Malibu. The bar and restaurant survived the Palisades fire unscathed, and it was inundated during the mudslides.
Hey there, it's Mike at CBS LA. How are you?
Once again, treating first responders.
Good. Looking for the watch commander.
The restaurant will open for customers again on the
Thanks.
Well, a new affordable housing development coming to South LA. The groundbreaking ceremony was held today on South Broadway. Now, the development will be between 56th and 57th Street. There will be 37 new long-term affordable units. The development was led by Helios with investment support from HealthNet. Helios said this project was privately financed and will be delivered without public subsidy.
Today is really more than a groundbreaking for us. It's about creating stability for families
Hi.
that are to stay in the communities.
Okay, can you tell me the want on the car you guys were chasing?
Well, the development is expected to be complete.
You guys were in pursuit of a car. I'm just trying to figure out what the want was.
Shows there are more Americans who are becoming skeptical about vaccines.
Okay, can I leave my number for the watch commander to call me back?
That is extending to their pets as well. A study found more than
818
dog owners are hesitant about vaccines,
655
and nearly 40% consider
2299.
Some vets say that unvaccinated
Thanks.
pets can get very sick or even die from preventable diseases, and sick animals can pose a danger to humans as well.
The data suggests that algorithms with vaccination are very tiny, probably less than 1 in 100,000 patients.
Hey, Lieutenant, it's Mike at CBS. How are you? Living the dream. Hey, I guess you guys were in a pursuit. I don't know if you still are, but apparently you at least were. And I'm trying to figure out what the want was on it. Oh yeah, like it's. I mean, 40 King's still over it.
A deputy counted his
Yeah.
blessings after being ambushed at a doorstep. Why he's crediting his
Okay, let me give you. No, let me give you a better one because you'll get lost in the phone, Trina. Okay, on the same number I called, John. Perfect. Thanks, sir. Bye.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's see. Trying to get back to you. Thank you, Wilson. Yes, I see that. I just need somebody from law enforcement to tell me that as well so we can make sure it's confirmed, but I appreciate it. If media makes it before he crashes, pulls over, gets pitted, et cetera, a lot can happen before they make it, especially a further one. You're absolutely right. So no, we won't carry the pursuit here on this YouTube channel, but we will carry it on our stream, or if you're in town or whatever, you can watch it there. Yes, San Bernardino airship is overhead. That's what's called 40 King. So we've been watching that. There was 2 40 Kings at one point. Now one of them pulled off and it's just the other one.
Because what would you text her? You always call her. My sister. No, your mom.
Well, I call.
No.
It's not broadcastify informant. We've got our own scanner system right here. So that's what I'm listening to. The problem with the Inland Empire agencies is they're all encrypted. So we can't actually hear any of them. We can hear CHP. CHP is not taking it over yet. So we get blips from them when they're providing their officers with updates, but because they're not actually in it, then...
Hey, Vinny, can you move the camera a little bit?
Oh, sorry, they're asking for that helicopter now. Hang on. This is Mike.
Hey, Mike, Chris Drake calling you back.
Hey, sir.
Stolen vehicle.
Stolen. Okay, and you guys gave it up, or are you still in it?
No, we're out of it right now, according to the watch commander, and Montana took it over.
Fontana took it over. Got it. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Chopper, this was San Bernardino PD's pursuit. It is a stolen car. They dropped out. Apparently, Fontana took it over. 40 King is overhead as well.
A body camera may have saved the life of a deputy in Florida. Volusia County Deputy Jose Rivera was conducting an investigation at a house when a man came out with a gun. Several shots were fired, including one that struck Rivera's body cam. He did suffer some injuries, but none appeared to be life-threatening. The suspect was taken into custody and is being held without bond, charged with attempted murder of a law enforcement officer. Catalytic converter thieves arrested in Colton. The department shared this video. It shows two cars in a parking lot. The driver of the Gold Camry appears to be the lookout, while another person quickly snags the catalytic converter. When officers made the arrest, they found a stash of burglary tools, including a handheld saw.
Well, a fourth grader from West LA continues to make his mark on the fashion world. CBS LA's Joy Benedict first introduced us to Max Alexander 2 years ago when he was just 7 years old.
Well, and now he's with him as he gets ready to debut his new collection, Paris Fashion Week.
Holiday sewing savant, a designing diamond, as Max Alexander is taking his talent of having
Bigger deal than a big deal.
Why is it such a bigger deal?
Because Paris is like the home of fashion.
And because he is also a big deal. Max just became the youngest.
Fontana has a chopper. They do, but it's not up. It's 40 King, a San Bernardino chopper that's up right now. Bloomington, you hear from your bedroom.
But don't let his childhood whimsy.
You're watching a shoe. Oh, a show.
When it comes to his first international.
I try to be a multitasker. Sometimes it's hard. What you guys don't see is like while I'm also trying to monitor the
15 dresses. 90% of this my show is
Fontana's now requesting CHP to take over. While I'm trying to monitor the pursuit and talk to you guys. Yeah, Ephraim, you'll find, I know you're far, but you'll find him on the copper. While I'm doing all of these things, I'm still trying to get my other hit ready because we have this pursuit, but in 2 seconds, this guy could pull over and be done. We're not going to go, and then I still have to have my other stuff ready that I was already going to do in the show. So I've got to make sure that I can monitor what's going on and also get other things ready, and then I'm still trying to talk to you guys when I can. And you guys will see me when I just pause like that. I was just doing that when I was talking to you guys, but when I just pause, it's because I've heard something. My earpiece is right here, and I can hear the radio. Okay. I heard Fontana. Oh, hang on. Oh. Yeah, they may be all joining the party. Yeah, A-firm. Trevor, I got it southbound 215 from the 10. Southbound 215 from the 10. And we got a mix. We got Fontana and Rialto down there.
I mean, this is Paris Fashion Week. It's a big deal.
All right, way to go, Max.
He's a big deal.
All right. Doing such a great job.
Yeah, so talented.
While Max is heading to Paris, we are bracing for some strong winds headed over.
That's right, Marina Georgia breaking down a next weather alert for the weekend.
Okay, let's see. Copy, yeah, exited Vernon. Copy, and they do have one CHP in it, yeah? Oh, I hear it now, okay. Trevor, we got one CHP unit as well in the pursuit. Copy, yeah, and he came back, he got off at the 215, but he came back northbound now on Mount Vernon. So he's going to be back on surface streets approaching the 10. No, I think we're good. Gray confirmed that it was stolen. That's what started it. Let me text him and see if he knows any specifics on it. CHP's got a K9 unit in it. Oh, geez. Now driving on the railroad tracks. All right, I'm going to send him down. Chopper, he got himself stuck on the railroad tracks and is bailing on foot. Give me 2 seconds. I don't think we'll continue, but just give me 2 seconds. Let me make a decision. Oh, we do need to keep going. He crashed into a train. Hey, we're still going to go. He crashed into a train. Yeah, all right, bye. Hey, I kept him going. He crashed into a train. Affirm.
All right, Marina, thank you. Well, new at the top of the hour on CBS LA at 5. It's a stretch of road that's been closed on and off since the Palisades fire and the storms that follow. But tonight,
So yeah, YouTube. That's how you guys kind of get the idea of like when we decide we're going to go, when we're not. You know, like yes, it's over, but he crashed into a train and now he's running around through a wash. So
and still to come, pampering patients.
Taking you inside
sorry, just listening to this.
House, helping cancer patients on their journey, and it's all for free. The community approach next.
YouTube, you got a little more of an exciting afternoon here than usual. Yeah, so Des, he's refusing to give up. He's sitting on top of a pipe right now. It's where the railroad tracks go over the river right there.
Sorry about that, guys. I was on the phone with my sister.
All good. It's all good. Pat, we gotcha.
Whose tracks are those? Union Pacific?
I don't know. It's always something.
Oh. Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Stand by one, Des. I can give you a solid.
Bless you.
Good to get it out now.
And then Des, San Bernardino PD says it was stolen out of Colton. They got a LoJack hit when the sheriff's helicopter found it in the south part of the city of San Bernardino. Officers got behind it. They attempted to stop it. Took off.
Beverly Hills is helping prepare patients for the long fight against cancer.
Yeah, it's called the Magnolia House, and it's a compassionate community open to anyone facing the health battle. And as CBS LA's Carl Benstrom tells us, its wellness services are all free.
Everyone can use a little pampering, but for the women in these chairs, this is part of a healing journey. I honestly don't know how I would have gotten through this without this program. Kathy Baker is a cancer survivor. Life changed when she went in symptom-free for a screening. Like
Sorry, Zig, go ahead. Yeah, I'm here. Thank you. I don't know, Christopher, if the train was moving at the time. We know it's blocking it. I'm gonna guess the train was moving because it's kind of over a riverbed there. So I don't think it would have been stopped in that area, but we're gonna try to find out. I'm gonna put out a message to Union Pacific. Yeah, so he got off the road, drove onto train tracks, crashed into the train, got off, and I was sitting on a pipe refusing to surrender. Yeah. I think it was, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, he's out and running around. Yeah, he's refusing to surrender. He climbed on top of a pipe.
Every week we have around 10 activities that goes from nutrition workshop, fitness and movement classes.
Tanya Bouquet coordinates the programs.
You need to empower yourself when you're going through this treatment. It's very aggressive.
I'm now on a watch basis. With certain cancers, you can't just cure forever. Baker has learned ways to boost her immune system for that fight, from getting better sleep to mindfulness.
To focus on what we have and not on what we
Copy, I'm messaging him right now.
It can be life-changing when people know that this community exists. So invite everyone, and it's free. And it's free, and this is very important.
The services I'm having today include this beautiful haircut.
But Baker stresses it's being able to share her cancer journey with others who are on it too. It's most empowering. Cara Finstrom, CBS, LA.
Thanks so much for watching CBS LA.
CBS LA at 5 stars.
Hey. Okay, perfect. I will say goodbye. Am I in a thing here? Yes, I am. Okay, bye. I gotcha. Yep, thank you. YouTube, we're leaving. Bye-bye. Talk to you tomorrow. Sorry, I was busy today.
Plus, the young woman here in Southern California worried about her sister in the region and her father, who was recently deported.
I've been a mom, and I don't see my dad in prison. It just split me into pieces.
And I'm Simon Editor Mike Rogers here at the desk, the head of the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power stepping down. Where she's going, CBS